Classic Pentagon operation. They're also, of course, saying that the video of sound cannons and police in black uniforms in the Army, sound cannoning people, including children, is fake. It's all admitted, but they're going to make it about a debate of whether it's real or not, so we never psychologically have a debate on whether it's good to have the military sound cannoning children and saying no protest allowed. They may even say Pittsburgh doesn't exist. They may even say Pennsylvania doesn't exist. So you will then debate with them that Pennsylvania exists. There are over 8,000 news articles today on Google News if you put the term New World Order in. Over 8,000. Openly announcing it's a global government, global tax, that the U.S. is going down, that Obama's great for being the new president of the world, chairing the UN Security Council. The UN Security Council exists. Obama exists. All of this exists. But if they can just keep saying it doesn't exist while they say it exists and it's good, then when you say I don't like it, they then say it doesn't exist. Burmis, that is classical psychological warfare. Jason Burmis reporting from the head of the march in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir. Right now it looks like a little over 2,000 people. They are condensed into one street. There seems to be much less of a police presence at this march, at least at the moment. We're not really anywhere near downtown Pittsburgh yet, so we'll see what happens as we approach it if they let us go over into the downtown area. I highly doubt it. The downtown area is where you see the heaviest concentration of military. Right now I'm taping, and this is more of an eclectic group. Yesterday I didn't see any of the Iraqi war veterans against the war. Here I'm seeing dozens, if not hundreds. I'm seeing around 100, 150 free-to-prep protesters. It seems like, although there is an anarchist element here, they're somewhere towards the middle of the crowd, and we can only hope that they won't be able to provocateur the event today as they did yesterday.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to wait till you get to the place where the police are massed in front and to the sides. Then once you get into the trap, police will come from behind. Then the anarchists for the news media will then come out of the middle, go to the front. They'll probably stage it with the police on a hill so they can roll a garbage dumpster at them for dramatic effect like they did yesterday. They'll then open fire with rubber bullets, pepper spray, and sound cannons on the 2,000 so the media can replay yesterday and every other big event we've seen. Here's the key, Burmis. Jason Burmis reporting from Pittsburgh. We're going to play this video, which the neocons are saying is fake. They're saying it's not real military. It's clearly real military. They're clearly wearing the real badge. It's a plastic clear badge with a white badge for the police to recognize in the arm. It's clearly an unmarked Crown Vic. You can look, it's military. They're well-conditioned. They're in good shape. They're big military police cops. You see the classic hired informant types giving hand signals. When you watch the video, they're giving hand signals to the police, and the guy is smiling and laughing, and the cops are just like the urban warfare drills they do. They then do the drills live action, but don't tell people they're drills. I'm almost sure watching this video as they throw him in, he's laughing. Then the guy with him gives a hand signal to police. They drive off into tear gas. This is a psyop to sell people on the idea that the military pulls up and grabs you into a car, and that's how they protect their people that have just engaged in some type of violence. We didn't see that on the video, but the video is very short. That may have happened earlier for the police to have a pretext to crack down on people. Jason Burmis.
That is a big possibility, Alex. Again, we're so far out. I mean, right now, I'm standing next to a bailout sign. They've got $12 trillion and counting. Of course, we know it's over $27 trillion at this point. This is a great turnout, Alex. I would really hate to see this be ruined. Of course, we saw the chaos yesterday, and, I'm prepared for anything. Hopefully I'm going to get to be able to talk to some of these protesters when we get down to the downtown area. But I am seeing a lot of signs that are really busting through the left-right paradigm. A few people have a amalgamation of both Barack Obama and George Bush as one being. They get it. They understand this war is not over. This war is not ending. The economy is only getting worse. We are moving towards global governance. Of course, you have a lot of well-meaning idiots out here as well, but we can only hope to reach them, Alex.
Well, we're playing video right now of last night at the university with police and military and riot gear with shotguns with rubber bullets that will kill you If they shoot you from 5-10 feet away, in many cases, there's been a lot of that. And they come up with a billy club and attack an innocent woman and tackle her for absolutely no reason.
Well, yesterday when I was able to catch the local news after everything had died down, and basically we had been warded into a corner where we couldn't go anywhere for about an hour. They wouldn't let us over a bridge, even on foot. I saw this one girl. She must have been, 100 pounds. I had interviewed her earlier in the day because she had a very provocative sign. She had a sign that said, "Smack an anarchist." And when I went and talked to her about it, she said, "Look, I'm all about free speech. I'm all about protesting. But when you get dressed up in black and you put a black mask on and you're here to destroy property, what is that going to accomplish?" And I was like, right on. You're dead right. We have our freedom of speech, but those people aren't helping. And that's the girl they arrest. This girl with a sign who is out there on her own trying to exercise her free speech and enlighten people to the fact that, listen, you don't need to, dress in all black and think you're a tough guy and follow along with the tours. For instance, Cindy Sheehan actually went to the anarchist meeting the night before yesterday's protest and was kicked out. They didn't want her there. They don't want legitimate voices amongst them because they know they control the idiot masses.
Well, I'm watching the video of the guy that was arrested by the police after the military grabbed the one guy, and this looks fake to me. Clearly, with the other guy, it is fake. But if this person isn't an operative, he needs to later contact us and explain to us what happened. But talking to Douglas, talking to you, Burmans, Douglas has said it clearly looks staged with what he's seen. What do you think of these anarchists?
Well, I think a lot of them are just well-meaning idiots. However, the people in charge, the people that are directing them, obviously have an agenda. I got an interview with about 20 of the anarchists yesterday prior to the march. And, it was idiocy. I'm like, well, what your group is called what? And they were like, Team Space Bag. And I'm like, what does Team Space Bag even mean? And no one could tell me. They all just gave me a dumb look. They're just like, anarchy, anarchy. And they said some other vulgar things, but none of the issues were being discussed. They had no other objective other than to be there and try to rebel against something they know nothing about.
Well, that's how it works, is that we've been in the Fed protests and other places, and these anarchists will come in who are well-spoken, in good shape, and they'll say, come on, let's cause trouble, let's do something bad. And then in the Fed protesters have caught them later going, yeah, we can't get these people to even jaywalk. What are we going to do? And over again, the Feds have been caught provocateuring. State police have been caught going into meetings and getting maybe 1 out of 1,000 people in a warehouse to say they'll do something violent, and then they raid the whole facility.
Absolutely. And again, we hope that doesn't happen again. I am seeing about a presence of about 100 or so anarchists in the middle of the march in a concentrated area. Again, Alex, we'll see when we get down there. Right now, the police presence is very, very slim. The guards are not armed to the teeth as they were yesterday. I have yet to see any military. Really, the biggest concentration of riot police was at the university on the way in. Of course, this protest started right around the corner.
But, Burmans, this is how it always works. They want the march concentrated because it's easier to block in. Once you near your destination, that's when, watch, they're going to come out and block the street, then come in on the sides, let you fill up the pincer movement, and then they're going to close the gate on the back of you.
Well, let's just pray and hope that they don't start shooting tear gas like yesterday, because I've got two-year-olds passing me with their father right now, and I would hate to see these toddlers get into any kind of situation where they would be subject to abuse from riot police.
And there's been a lot of tear gassing going on, a lot of microwave gunning going on, a lot of sound cannoning going on. And meanwhile, the neocons are denying on their websites that any of this is even happening.
Well, it's just incredible, Alex. I don't know how the mainstream media is going to cover this, but this is at least 2,000 people. This may be on the brink of 3,000. Just milling my way to the front of the line took me about 15, 20 minutes.
Burmans, do we know why they attacked? I'm going to ask this when we come back. I'm going to ask Douglas as well. Stay there, Jason Douglas, also in another area of the march. Why did they attack the university last night? I've got video of them attacking frat kids.
Are you concerned for the safety of your loved ones? Listen closely to this message from pepperspray.com. Every 22 seconds a violent crime is committed. America has changed, and your personal safety is your first priority. Be smart. Be safe. Trust pepper spray instead of your luck. Pepperspray.com is the only website you'll ever need for all of your non-lethal self-defense supplies. Pepperspray.com carries one of the largest assortments of pepper spray and personal safety products on the web. From big to small, we have it all. Pepper spray, mace, animal repellents, stun guns, and tasers. Pepperspray.com also carries a large assortment of products for personal, home, child, and pet safety. Enter SAFE in the coupon box and you'll receive a special discount off of your order. So what are you waiting for? Go to pepperspray.com. That's pepperspray.com or call 1-800-908-9988 today.